I just had to make sure I had everything today because I got a bunch of new um, face skincare regimen products. So I'm super excited. We have two amazing guests, correct? I know I could not get it together today, honestly. I haven't been drinking a lot of water, so I need to get a lot more hydration in me. I look super dehydrated, a whole mess. Thank you guys so much for the gifts, you guys. Welcome to Self Care Sundays. I am your host, Twix. I am super excited to be here. We have two amazing guests with us today. We have Vampy and we do have Nuggets, correct? Yes, Panda Nuggets will be. Wait, is it? Wait, yes. Or is it Bunny? Okay, Panda Nugget, awesome. Shout out to Bunny, who was supposed to be on the show, but I believe she's having some issues. So we're wishing you all the best. Hopefully everything goes well with the storm, and you'll be all right. And we'll have you on next week. You guys, thank you for being here. If I don't welcome you, it's because I do have a show going on. So, and it is being recorded. So please do not request the box if you are not on the show. But I appreciate you being here, and we're gonna get the show started right now. If this is your first time in at Self Care Sundays, I'm Twix, and what I do is I like to bring everyone here to basically share their self-care story, what they do to boost their self-esteem, to show themselves a little bit of love. Awesome. Like, I love that. I love that. Yay, yay, yay. Hooray. We love first timers. So basically, you share with us and the people watching what you like to do for your self-care. Hi, Kinkover. My self-care regimen and self-care ritual, my number one, I have so many, and I've shared them over the past 2 years on this show. But my number one self-care regimen is my skincare. Also, you guys, please, please, please keep it cute in the comments. Any kind of inappropriateness, we will kick you out. So please try and keep it cute in the comments. You know how we do it here on Sundays. Only good vibrations for us. Yeah, my skincare regimen is my holy grail of my self-care. I love to do my skin, work on it. I love to do my hair. I love anything that's going to help me shine naturally. And so that is what I like to focus on, but I love to have my guests come on and share their different forms of self-care, things that they do to boost their self-esteem, their energy, and their vibrations when, you just need it, and honestly, it's a reinforcement of loving on yourself and making sure that you take care of yourself first, because at the end of the day, if you don't, who will, right? So that's what we do here on Self Care Sundays. I'm super excited to bring my guests on. Before we get into the show and get the guests going and start my skincare, I just wanted to take this Sunday and talk about how does he put it? Bust a few rumors. I want to bust a few myths, myth busters. That's how he puts it, Chris Casper. So I want to bust a few myths on self-care and what self-care is about, because I was posted on Streamers TMZ and have Self-Care Sundays misconstrued on what self-care is about. So I just wanted to speak on those things right now. So first myth is that I sell products on my Self-Care Sunday show. I do not sell, this is not about selling products or selling any kind of regimen on my show. Like I clearly stated, I do my self-care on my show as my guests are speaking about their self-care. And I make suggestions on where you can find the products, because I get a lot of DMs after my show asking where I can find the products that I use on my show, because people like the way my skin comes out at the end of the show. So that is why you see people talking about where you can find it, which most of my products, none of the products today will you be able to find on my Amazon storefront, but after today's show, I will update my Amazon storefront. All products and tools used on my show can be found on my Amazon storefront. This is only a suggestion. It is not me selling you anything. I just like to let it be known, because I get a lot of requests on the products and the skincare that I use here on my show. So that is why I share the information. Another myth I want to bust is that self-care is going to get featured. It is on its way. It's been already greenlit by Chris Casper to get featured. So yes, this is a featured show. I'm treating it as a featured show because it is a featured show. It just hasn't gotten its feature yet. So it is on its way to being featured. Once it becomes featured, the name will change. And I love Self Care Sundays, so I just wanted to keep doing the show until it's officially time to change the show and change the banner and all that things. But I treat this as a feature show because it is. We already got the green lit. So that is another myth I wanted to bust. And the last and final myth is that skincare, self-care is not specifically tied to one gender. I get so many DMs and I get so many cancellations from men who don't want to do my show because they don't think that self-care is for them. Self-care is for men and women. Anyone, everyone, even children can participate in self-care. It honestly, I think, as someone who's really been into self-care for a very long time, that it's important to start at a young age to teach people, kids specifically, on how to love themselves. It doesn't matter if you're a mother, father, grandpa, grandma. It doesn't matter what's going on in your life. You need to learn to have some kind of self-care regimen so that when life gets lifing, you know how to bring yourself out of those funks, right? So it's really, really important that you take your self-care really seriously, because a lot of times we forget and we lose ourselves in the day-to-day doldrums of life. And so this show is so important to me, and it should really be really important to you to just kind of, figure out what it is for you that you can do to like boost your, vibrations and make sure that you're having an amazing day and an amazing week. So with all that being said, we are going to jump right into the show. I'm going to jump into my skincare routine, and I'm going to be sharing with you the products that I am using. I already washed my face before I start my show. So right now, my face is clean. I use the Belinda Maruca Honey Elixir Face Cleansing Foam and Purifying Moisturizing. It's for dry to sensitive skin. This product is new. I'm excited to see how it works. Maruca Honey is amazing for the skin. It's really nourishing and hydrating. So I'm excited to see how it works for like as a new cleanser. I'm now going to go in and do a deep core cleanser. So I got this new Sugar Face Scrub. It has pineapple, papaya, and aha. It's from Tree Hut. So I'm going to be going in this, and I'm going to use this and to get into and do that second layer of dead skin. I'm going to be using my ultrasonic sound scrubber to remove that product. It basically allows it to just kind of go in and get all of that purge out. So it's going to just completely leave me with new soft baby soft skin. I'm super excited. After I do that, then I will be going in with my Australian tea tree oil and vitamin E peel off facial mask. This is such a good way to start your skincare routine, honestly, because it just, again, it goes in and just kind of removes all of that purge. If you have like a bunch of dead skin or blackheads, whiteheads, it'll just really go in and just kind of remove all of that and leave you with like a blank canvas. So then you want to go in with your second skin mask, and I'm going in with Dermatology Pumpkin Enzyme Mask. This is a Renew kind of exfoliate and hydrating mask. What was it called again? It is the Australian tea tree oil and vitamin E peel off facial mask. And then I'm going to go in with my second mask, which is a pumpkin and enzyme mask. This mask is so awesome. You will see, like, because my skin is clean and dry and I've only washed it one time, you're going to see the difference between the dry to the like brand new. You're going to be like, oh, wow, okay, it makes sense why she takes off all of those layers to kind of like put in all of that hydration and retinol and collagen into the skin. This is such an amazing mask. I love it to death. I'm actually going to be going outside today, as it is Memorial weekend. So I'm not going to be doing a hydration mask because I really feel like since I'm going to be putting makeup on my skin right away, it's not really beneficial, and I'm not going to get a lot of the reward from doing a hydration mask. So it's really important, if you do a lot of skincare, to make sure that you give yourself at least 24 hours to 48 hours to let those products really sink in and do their job before you clog your pores again with makeup or any other kind of outside products. It's really, really important that if you're going to go outside, to really not put any makeup on. I will be putting on makeup, so don't do as I do as I'm saying, but because I will be going outside, so I will be putting a little bit of makeup on. But it's really important, like if you do all of these masks and these hydrations, to these face mask and hydration masks, to to wait about 24 hours before you put anything on else on your skin. The only thing you should really be putting on your skin is like what is it called? UV, whatever I'm trying to say right now, sunscreen. Sunscreen should be the only thing that you put on your skin after you do those kind of uh, skincare routines or regimens. So, with that being said, I'm going to start my routine. I think that my guests are already requesting the box. We love to see it. So, we're going to start the show. You guys, if you have any questions, please drop them in the comments. If you would like to be a guest on my show, please hit emoji J up me or Jazz. You got options. Jazz. Oh my God, the smile smacked me in the face. How you doing, darling?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
That's awesome.
Had a long
Oh,
weekend.
good. What did you do this weekend? Let's hear the. I want to
Well,
know.
let's start off yesterday. I went to Memphis, Tennessee. I went to Trenton, Tennessee for a wrestling event. I love independent wrestling.
You're
I set up
you're a wrestler
wrestling
or
rings.
you're into wrestling?
I'm into wrestling, but I just set up the wrestling rings.
Oh, you set up the
Mhm.
wrestling rings?
Mhm.
Okay. Okay, so that's cool. So you got to do that yesterday?
Yeah, it was yesterday. All thing I did was went up to the watch show, but next Friday I will be helping set up a wrestling ring in Milton, Tennessee.
Oh, wow,
Yeah,
that's awesome. That's awesome. Okay,
yeah.
well, that's new. I've never heard that before, but so we're gonna jump right into the show.
Yes.
What do you like to do to show yourself a little bit, like to do for self-care, to show yourself a little bit of love?
Okay, so for sorry, for my morning routine, I wash my face with warm water and an unscented soap bar because my skin are sensitive to like scented soaps, so
Okay.
it'll break me out.
So do
And
you
then
know the name of the unscented soap bar that you use because other people might have the same issue?
I use Dove that's is not scented.
Okay, so okay, so unscented
Yeah,
Dove. Do you
yeah.
like using Dove? Like, is that something you've been doing for a while? Do you see a lot of breakouts with that? Or
So I don't break out as much with Dove. It it's like because when I use scented ones, I have all these little pimples and stuff on my face, it just freaks
right,
me out.
right.
Um, but after I use that, I will go in with my cocoa butter face and body cream, just
Ooh.
softens dry skin.
Okay, by and oh yeah, I love that brand. I
Yes,
use a lot of their
cream,
hair
Ellen.
products. Mm-hmm.
But I did wash my face earlier, so I don't put too much on there because it does give you that shine.
Right.
So I just put a little bit on there. Keep my skin really shiny and moisturized whenever I put it on as
So
well.
you really only use soap and then a little bit of cocoa butter. Shout out to that good old melanin skin, baby. Okay, get into it. Get
Yeah, so
into it.
that's usually my
And
morning
you don't
routine.
like so you don't suffer from breakouts or anything like that just by
I
that
don't,
simple routine? Oh wow, we love to see it. I love that.
but yeah, that's usually what I do in the mornings.
It can really
Um,
just be that simple. How many times a day do you wash your face?
I wash my face mostly every day, but sometimes I just use the soap and water, or then I don't like add the cocoa butter because
Okay.
sometimes my skin is already hydrated as it is, so they don't break out.
I
Unless I'm
love
going out.
that you said that. It's really, really important. I was actually going to mention that earlier. It's really, really important for you to really know your skin. A lot of times people
Hmm.
just want to use what I'm using, but it's really important to you for you to pay attention to your skin. Like you just said, like
Yeah,
some days you don't need cocoa butter if your skin's already really
yeah.
oily or hydrated.
But yeah, so this is my favorite brand to use, especially when it comes to face and body cream. It's also body cream as well. You can put on your arms and stuff like that, like
Okay.
lotion. But
Okay.
I mostly use it for my face, but I do have cocoa butter for my arms too. Whenever I go out and stuff like that. But
Okay.
so yeah, that's my morning one. When it comes up throughout the day,
Mm-hmm.
I'm either listening to music. I do have some crystals that I like wear. I have
Oh
a
yeah. What kind of
labradorite.
crystals? Do you know what kind of crystals they are?
I have labradorite right here. This
Okay.
is so whenever I'm meditating, so I will use this, and it's
What
like
kind of crystal is that?
labradorite.
Okay. And why do you have that crystal specifically?
Um, so when I always wear it all the time. This is like the first time I took it. Well, yeah, I took it off in a while, but I'm wearing a moose right now. But Laterite, like I use it for meditation pretty much.
Okay.
Um, I forgot what it all it does because I hadn't looked into it in so long since I bought
Uh-huh.
it.
Uh-huh.
But whenever I do meditation, I just go around my face with it, like help me with negative energy, pretty much.
Okay. Okay.
Um,
Nice.
I would
Have
burn
you
some
felt a
sage.
difference? How long have you been into crystals, and have you like noticed a difference prior to like how you feel now?
I would say approximately around 2 or 3 years.
Okay.
I'm getting more in depth into it. I did need to get some more crystals eventually, but
Okay.
right now, like sometimes I will cleanse my room, my house with sage. I have a smudge stick. I just go around and staging.
Mhm.
Um, I sage my room whenever I do meditation as well. Sometimes I will light up an incense stick. I
Mhm.
have I think the incense I use is dragon's blood.
Mhm.
I heard it's a good cleansing thing whenever you're meditating. So I'll light that up, put on some deep meditation music on YouTube, and sometimes either I'm laying down when I do this, when it goes around my face with the labradorite, or I'm holding it like this in both hands, pretty much.
Nice.
So that's usually how I do with meditation.
I love that. Honestly, you guys, if you guys are just tuning in, this is Self Care Sundays with me, Twix. I have the beautiful Vampy in Queen Vampy, excuse me, in the box, sharing her Self Care Sunday with us. Honestly, you've touched a lot of chords with me because I too do a lot of deep meditation, and I
Hmm.
also wear and use crystals. I'm very into saging. I am the kind of person where I get take it to as far as like if I've been dating someone and they've slept
Hmm.
in my bed and
Yeah, you sage your bed
I
too.
will, yeah, well, I'll like even like throw away those like the blankets and just kind of like
Yeah.
dead all that energy. I very much believe in I very much believe in like kind of removing like dead energy out of my
Hmm.
space. So I also agree. And honestly I do feel a difference in my routine and my life, honestly, since I've started using crystals. And so I believe in a lot of energy. I think like life is energy. So a lot of times we don't
Yeah.
realize we're carrying a lot of dead energy until we remove it, right? I've had Reiki
Right.
cleansing, I've had all kinds of like aura, chakra alignments and aura
Hmm.
cleansings to know that like it's real. And you only
Yeah.
really realize that it's real until you like dead that weight and then you're like, oh wow, I've been carrying
Oh.
all this energy with me I didn't even realize. So that's awesome. So what else? So you have your face care routine in the morning, you have your meditation and during the day. What else you do that like really lifts you up out of like the bedrooms?
Sometimes I will um either chill in bed, watch a horror movie because I'm a horror fanatic.
Oh, is that why your name is Queen Vampire? I was gonna ask you about that.
I
I
watch
was
horror movies
gonna
to
ask
eat
you.
popcorn or ice cream. That's
Okay, all
how
right, heard you.
chill out. And if I'm not on here doing shows, I mostly like that's what I do. I watch a movie.
Okay.
You barely see me watch a romantic movie. If I watch a romantic movie, probably will be Titanic. I love me some Titanic here and there,
I'm crying. Okay.
but
If you can't
mostly I
love
lean
me
towards the
like
horror generation.
Leonardo DiCaprio loved oh girl, I don't want it. Okay? I don't want it.
I mean,
Okay,
I
that's
love
awesome.
romantic movies, but I'm more lenient towards horror whenever it comes to me self caring and like eating ice cream and
A
doing
good, you know
something.
what? We love a good movie night. I'm not gonna hold you. I feel like movie nights because we live in the age of Netflix and like and
Hmm.
chilling. I think movie nights have really become super underrated, and so
Yeah.
you're right. I think like a good movie night really soothes the soul, especially when you
Hmm.
tap into like the genres that you love. I
Yeah.
really agree with you on that. You guys, if you are just now joining, this is Self Care Sundays with me, Twix. I have Queen Vampy in the box. She is sharing with us all of her self care Sunday rituals. I love that. You guys, a big shout out to all the people coming in. Thank you guys so much for the comments. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the favorites. I appreciate each and every single one of you. Thank you so much. King Goober, get into it. If you guys are not on the show, please do not request the box. This is a show. I will not be letting you into my box unless you are actual guests on the show. If you would like to be a guest on the show, please hit emoji J up or me or Jazzy Got Options. We would love to have you as a guest on the show. We have been talking skincare. As you guys can see, I've done my second T4 cleanser. So my skin is very, very clean, very raw. I'm going to go into my first face mask as we finish talking to Queen Vampy, who's talking about her meditations. I love meditation. So when you go into your deep meditations, like what exactly are you doing? Like, because I think a lot of times people say meditation and someone actually messaged me like, when you do meditations, like what type of meditations do you do? Are you doing affirmations? Are you just doing more like trying to like block out the noise? Like what kind of meditations do you like to do?
Okay,
And apparently there's a question from the comments. How many crystals do you have? Her name is Vampy, not Vampire.
I have 4 different ones. I recently cleaned my room, so I gotta set all that stuff back up again. But I did find this one the other day after I cleaned my room.
Yeah, you have one around your neck. Okay, cool.
Yeah, and then I have the moonstone that I wear. So I have like I would say approximately around 4 or 5 around here somewhere. But I am, like I said, I'm slowly getting into more of those as well and learning more about them and what all they do. When it comes to meditation, I do like the noise one, like canceling out noise, so I could just center myself. You know, sometimes if I'm not doing that inside the house, I will go outside, just listen to the breeze, like listening to nature.
I'm an ocean girl myself, but I totally get that. That's awesome.
Sticking my feet into the grass, just breathing in fresh air and hearing nature itself, which is awesome. I love doing that.
I love that. So yeah, I that's so funny. So you're like kind of into camping and things like that? Interesting.
I want to go camping for the first time. I haven't been camping yet. I don't know, like my friends.
Never mind. So you might not be into it. She's like, I like the natural forest, and then she goes in there and she's like, no, I don't. Take me home. Well, no, it's intimidating.
I want to try it eventually.
Okay. Working on to it. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. You guys, if you're just now joining, this is Self-Care Sundays with me, Twix. I have Queen Vampy in the box. We're just chit-chatting about all things self-care. You did mention something, and there was a question in the stream, and I kind of wanted to touch on it. Yes, so saging works whether you believe in it or not. Mm-hmm. I want to be very clear about that. Saging works whether you believe in it or not. A lot of times we don't realize, like I say, until you do it, and then you notice the difference, whether you believe in it or not. I'm not joking. Yeah. A lot we hold on to a lot of things and a lot of negativity that we don't realize. Just letting go, meditating and cleansing, you will just, it's almost like a relief. If I think is the best way to describe it, So it's very important that whether, and then more importantly, even if you don't believe in it, the reality of what it is that someone can come into your house and feel it. I've actually had that happen, which is what made me get into it. Somebody came into my house or tried to come into my house, and they're like, you have a lot of like energy, and I don't know like what's going on. And honestly, like, let's just go to Starbucks. They're like, they just didn't even want to come in. So like, you may not feel it necessarily because you're holding on to it, but it's there, so just, you don't, and it's very easy. It's nothing weird. All you need is a sage stick. Make sure when you are purchasing things like sage and crystals, that
you know what you're getting.
Exactly. Make sure that you know what you're getting. Don't just, I'm going to get, Tantrix, I get sage, so I'm getting sage. No. Make sure you do your research when you are getting into ththose kind of things. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness.
Santo's good
too. We see you. Go crazy. Happy Self-Care Sunday, guys.
I love Palo Santo too.
You guys, if you're just coming in, this is Self-Care Sundays with me, Twix. I got Vampy in the box. Vampy, this has been so awesome. I love that we are so kind of in tune when it comes to these kind of things, because I've totally correlated with a lot of things that you have said in regards to your self-care. Is there anything else you would like to share in regards to self-care?
So my night routine.
Okay.
So I do have a clay mask I use. I can think of it. I left it in the bathroom, but it's like I have a clay mask I use at night, and then it dries up, and then I wash it off. Then sometimes I might go back and use a little bit of this before I go to bed too, as well.
Before you go to sleep,
So,
the cocoa butter.
mm-hmm.
What? So you
uh,
don't think that the cocoa butter like clogs your pores at all? It doesn't do that for you?
Not really, because I don't use like a lot of it. I just use like a tiny bit, just enough to a
Right.
little shine to it.
Well, we love a
I don't
good
use a lot.
we love a good skincare regimen, honestly, because yeah, I like me a little bit of shea butter,
Hmm.
honestly, because cocoa butter for me, I don't know, it breaks me out still sometimes.
Yeah, a lot of people whenever like I noticed that a lot of people can use the same thing that someone else uses too. So like this is why I was like whenever I first was experimenting with putting face stuff on my face like that and see what breaks me out. And so far cocoa butter has been good for me because it don't break me out.
Right.
My my
That's
skin
dope.
is
Well, I mean, at the
moisturized.
end of the day, I always tell people because they're like, "Oh, well, I'm gonna just use what you use." No, baby, use what's good for you because
Use is
what
good for
will
you.
work for
You gotta test it
me
out.
doesn't work for you, and what works for me may not work for you. So,
Yeah.
if you know if cocoa butter works for you and it's not breaking you out, get into it. If you do notice at some points or at some point that it does, switch to
Yeah.
shea butter because shea butter I love and it's been amazing and like raw shea butters are so good for
Hmm.
your skin. So.
Yeah, a lot of people be noticing like, what'd you do to your skin? Like I use cocoa butter.
I love that. I love that. Listen, the power of melanin is real, and I'm glad that
I
it's
love
working
it.
for you. Yeah, that's awesome. So, let you guys, if you have not hit Queen Vampy with a favorite, what are you doing? While you're at it, hit me with a favorite. Hit the top three gifters of the stream with a favorite now. Queen Vampy, what you got going on your stream? What can you let us know when we come over there? What we finna get into? All right, I want to know.
So usually when I go live, I do like chill streams. Sometimes with some music. We play Fortnite, have a little conversations. I am bringing back my show. It's been Musical Madness every Tuesdays and 9 p.m. Eastern. It's my musical game show that I have three contestants in, and I have 4 rounds. First round is finish a lyric, lyrically speaking, it's like a finish a lyric version of my show. I have music trivia, name a tune, and I have musical hopscotch where I just name an artist and you go around with I'm on three contestants. Whoever names the artist songs, I'll get a point. That's the final round, and then whoever wins at the end of the show will get a personal banner and fire made, and it's always
Okay,
fun.
okay. So basically, we gonna add music to your self care because all your shows got music in them. So
I love
I don't
music,
know
and I love your
why
shirt,
we
by the
even talk
way.
about that.
I do
Okay,
love your shirt, by the
you
way.
yeah, I love that. That's awesome. You guys, if
Thank
you're
you.
now just walking in, this is Self Care Sundays with me, Twix. I am drying my face mask because I am about to pull it off my face. This is my
Ooh.
first peel off mask I got going on before I go into my second mask. I got the gorgeous, melanated Queen Vampy in the box. Hit her with a favorite. She just shared her amazing self care rituals with us. Thank you so much for
Thanks for
coming on
having
your
me.
show, guest on my show today. I've truly, truly enjoyed your energy. And I hope
Thank
you
you
have
so
a
much.
great rest of your Sunday. Bye.
You too. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys, so I am currently fanning my face because I need this peel off mask to dry fast, and it likes to take its sweet time. Last week, it did not dry in enough time, and it doesn't get to pull. If I don't get to peel it, it doesn't get. I don't get that full effect of my skincare. This is Self Care Sunday, so let's try and keep the comments to self care and being here on Sunday with your self care ritual. I am going to be bringing my next guest into the box. Thank you guys so much for being here again. I appreciate all of the gifts, all the comments.
Hi.
Yeah. Oh, I know, right? Hi, happy Sunday,
Happy
Nuggets. Candace
Sunday.
Nuggets. How are you? How are you doing
I'm
today?
good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you so much for filling in last minute. We do appreciate you. I understand that, Bunny's going through something right now. So thank you so much for being here on last minute. I appreciate you.
Of course.
How are you doing today? And why don't you share with us some of your self-care rituals that you got going on?
I do a lot of makeup for self-care.
Okay.
It's a big confidence booster for me. I feel more confident. I'm always doing my makeup.
So
So
what is it about makeup that makes you uh time out. You are trolling and you will get kicked out. Get it together. Okay, so what about makeup gives you the confidence boost that you're looking for?
I don't know. I guess I feel like my face doesn't look boring, so people might look for it. I don't know. Um, it just I don't know. I guess it just makes me feel better.
Oh, so what do you do to your face that you feel like it looks less boring? Is it the eyeshadow? Are you
Eyeshadow. It's the
okay?
eyeshadow.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you're an eyeshadow queen. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So
I
what's
do
your
a lot of like
favorite go-to look?
I do a lot of green, orange, and pink.
Ooh, all together.
Not all together, just like
Okay, but those are
separate.
your go-to colors.
Yeah.
Okay, green, orange, and
Yeah.
pink. And what about those colors make them your go-to, like your go-to face?
Because I have green eyes, so I use color theory to make them pop.
So is this what you want to do? Is this something that you think that you're going to go into professionally? Because no, there's somebody that I know
Um,
that, she was also really into makeup and now she works for
yeah.
Ulta. So is that something that you
Um,
want to do?
no, I'm a nurse and I'm a nursing student, so
Oh,
I'm going into the medical field. Yeah. I just like
okay.
makeup. Yeah.
You just like to play in makeup. Okay, so
Yeah.
playing in makeup is something that just brings happiness to you. You like to go crazy with the
Yeah.
eyeshadow.
Yeah.
Awesome. What's your favorite
Like
makeup
today
brand?
I did pink.
Oh wow, the glasses hide it. Yeah, don't wear the glasses anymore.
Um,
I didn't even
I
see them
really
at
like
first.
this has been a really used palette, but a Jeffree Star Morphe palette.
Jeffree
Really, really
Star. Oh
good.
my gosh,
Yeah, really, really good.
I love his different makeup looks. Awesome. So that's your favorite. That's your go-to
Yeah.
palette.
Yeah, one of my go-to palettes for sure.
I love that. So who would be your top three like makeup gurus?
Um, Jeffree Star for sure. I'm forgetting her name, but there's one girl who talks about like true crime podcasts and shows
Oh,
people
as
how to
she's
do their
doing her
makeup.
makeup, I think I
Yeah.
have seen her on TikTok. Yeah.
I like her a lot, and that's about all I really watch, to be honest.
Yeah, I watch her on TikTok too.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So what else about you guys, if you're just now tuning in, this is Self Care Sundays. I have uh nuggets. I keep wanting to call you buddy. I'm sorry. I have Panda Nuggets in the box. She is sharing her self-care rituals with us. Please hit her with a favorite. Hit me with a favorite. So what other types of self-care rituals do you like to participate in besides makeup? Also, by
Um,
the way, you are not boring to look at at all. I'm very much
Thank
enjoying
you.
looking at you, okay? I just want you to know that.
I appreciate it. I also do a lot of karaoke. I dedicate one day a week to go out and do karaoke, and because I like to sing a lot. I
Awesome.
could do makeup tutorials. I haven't, but I could.
You should. You should. Even if it's just eyeshadow tutorials. I am not
Yeah.
that good at eyeshadow. I typically go very basic with the eyeshadow. So I think that yeah, a lot of people don't realize that
Girl, I got you. I got you.
yeah, yes, absolutely. So I have had a few of my guests come in and talk about karaoke being a
It's
source of their
therapeutic.
of like boosting their like energy and like vibrations.
Yeah.
Tell me
Yeah.
about like why you like karaoke, like what it does for you.
Um, so I actually am a person filled with lots of anxiety. So it's almost challenging myself in a way. I like the adrenaline rush that I get from being in front of other people.
Oh, what does it do for you? It like boosts like your endorphins and like
Yeah, yeah, and
wow.
and at the end it makes me feel like, hey, I actually did that. Like that wasn't as scary as it was made out to be in my brain.
So it's kind of like a
And
facing
I
your
did it.
fears kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, I love that. So you do
So
that once a week.
once a week. Yep.
So I had a guest come in last week and tell me that one of the things that she likes to do from time to time to kind of boost her, like to do, and she does almost the exact same thing. She said it just boosts her endorphins and like kind of, helps her with like her fear of like performance. Is she likes to get
Yeah.
out of the car at a stoplight and she likes to dance. Like she'll just stop, she'll just bust out of her car and like look, like literally do a
That
little
would be
twirl.
so
Isn't
fun.
that insane?
Imagine being on the other side of it though, like seeing that. That would make my entire week.
I think that it made my entire week just hearing about it. I'm like, I am doing that. I am adopting it. I'm sharing it with you guys. If anybody wants to do it, if you do it, please tag me in it because I will also be doing it when I go to playlists with my friends. Um, I'm absolutely here for it. I love that
Yeah.
you use karaoke as a way to kind of get over some of your phobias. I think that is what life is about. I actually did that 2 or 3 years ago. I went zip line. I have a huge fear of heights. I live in a
Ziplining is
in a
fun. I'm
loft,
also scared of
but I have
heights.
a huge fear of heights, and so I went zip lining about 3 years ago. And I think that it's so important to like battle your phobias from time to time because like life, you can't be scared all your life, right? So
Yeah, yeah.
super awesome. That's super awesome. So what's your favorite karaoke song?
Um, Probably She Will Be Loved by Maroon 5.
Okay. And why do you
Yeah.
go to that one karaoke song? Because you know how to sing it or
Um,
it means
yeah, I
something
know
to
how to
you?
sing it. I feel like my voice range matches it pretty well. So it's not like I'm trying too hard, if that makes
Okay.
sense.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
No, I love that. So you guys, if you're just now tuning in, this is Self Care Sundays. I'm Twix. This is Nuggets. We're talking Self Care Sunday. We're talking karaoke. What else do you like to do to kind of boost your vibration, your energy, and show yourself a little bit of love?
Um, I like going on walks alone, just for miles. Just listening to nature, being away from everybody, everything. Being able to like process my thoughts is really helpful, but then also like releasing happy endorphins because you're exercising.
I love that. How
Um,
many miles? What's like the longest walk you've gone on?
uh, 2 miles probably as of lately. I just started getting back into it again, so not very far. I did 2 miles a couple of weeks ago,
So when
and
you
then I've
walk,
been
you don't like listen to music or anything. It's just kind of you and it's
hmm
silent, you and your thoughts.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, me and my cat.
And what does that do for you?
Um, it helps me process a lot mentally, and also because I'm exercising, it releases like happy endorphins. It's proven to like, yeah, help with serotonin, and ultimately keeps me healthier in general. So
I love that.
I use it as like a coping skill, kind of.
I love that. I love that. Oh, so when life gets to lifing, I'm going on a walk.
hmm I'm
That's
going on a
such a
walk.
positive, health, like
Yeah,
really healthy and like well type of a mindset. And I think that that's awesome. You guys, please try to keep the comments positive. I do not want to have to remove any one of you. At the end of the day, this is her self care. So please, she does not need any type of negativity. So try to keep the comments polite.
I was
Do
gonna
you?
say I actually have a hormonal disorder called PCOS, and it makes it very difficult for me to lose weight. I've been working on it for 2.5 years though, and I'm down 7 pounds.
Hooray for you. Hooray for you. We love to see it. Thank you so much for sharing that because people don't realize that um, hormones do play a very big factor on weight loss. And so sometimes it is very, very hard to
It's
lose weight.
difficult. It's very
Mhm.
difficult.
And so
Yeah.
and it's not nice to really pinpoint that if you don't know what's going on with someone because you can't just assume that they're not trying. So I love
Yeah.
that for you. Congratulations on your weight
Thank
loss journey. I cannot wait to see you lose whatever your weight loss goals are. That's awesome. I love that for you. So
you.
my best friend is also a walker. And I think me personally, I don't like walking. I'll run. If I'm trying to go 2 miles, I'll run 2 miles before I walk 2 miles.
Not me. My knees are bad. I couldn't do it.
Really interesting. Okay, so it
I
makes sense.
I have three autoimmune disorders as well,
Oh,
and
goodness.
I have a lot of medical shit. Yeah.
Oh,
Um,
look at you, but you're still here and you're thriving and you're
I'm here.
smiling. So, you
Yeah.
know what? It doesn't matter. Yeah. I love that. I
No.
love that.
Apple cider vinegar is really good. I take a shot of that every day with some water. It's great for your gut.
Yes, it really is. So, tell us what else you like to do in regards to self-care. Nuggets.
Um, Sometimes I like to doodle for like that brain release, you know.
And what does
Yeah.
that do for you?
Um, it just brings like a sense of calmness.
I love that.
I like things to be chill, if that makes sense. I don't like things too wild, too crazy. I just like to be a mellow person.
Right. What
Yeah.
happens when things get a little chaotic? What do you
I
do?
get really I get really bad anxiety and I usually
Go
go
karaoke.
go hide somewhere, go karaoke, get away from the situation. Yeah. Anywhere but there.
I love that. Okay, okay. Keep, like I said, keep the commentary cute. You guys, this is Self Care Sundays. I am Twix, your host. Yes, I am not doing white face. This is a face mask on my face. It is a pumpkin enzyme mask. I am trying to give myself brand new skin, and I promise you, I will succeed one day.
Are
I'm rubbing
pumpkin
it into my
enzymes
face.
good?
Huh?
Are pumpkin enzymes good?
They're
Like have do you
amazing.
like them?
They
Yeah.
are amazing. And honestly, I this is one of my favorite masks because typically when you have such an amazing mask like this, it tingles and like it kind of makes you feel weird, like you're not sure if your skin is
Yeah.
burning. This one does not do anything like that, but it still gives you that like really
The
refreshed,
full
really like
benefit. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, exactly. So and it's not it wasn't that expensive either. I think it was no more than like $7. So typically you
Nice.
don't find face masks, that cheap,
Yeah.
um, that work that well. So I love this mask. Is one of my favorites. A couple weeks ago, I was kind of going on a holistic kind of route for my skincare and making only face masks that you could find products at home like honey, turmeric, stuff like that. But I missed my really chemically engineered face masks and I need some brand new skin this week. So I was like, you know what? We're back to the pumpkin enzyme mask and I'm just super
I think
excited to see how my face kind of reacts to it this next week. Make sure that when you do any kind of skincare product that you do give yourself a couple of days to let the products really set in. Try not to wear makeup in those in and during that time because it will not work as well as if you wait a couple days before you apply any kind of makeup. Nuggets. You're like McDonald's. It's like I'm hungry. I want more. I need more. So tell us if first of all, if you guys are here lurking and you have not hit Nuggets with a favorite, what are you doing? You see the smile, you see the shadow. Get into it. We love to see it. What can we find if we come to your stream? What's going on over there?
um a lot of karaoke and music for
Oh my
sure.
goodness. Okay, well, I know I'm gonna be there because I love me some karaoke and I can't sing over here because
I
they make
love
fun of me.
karaoke.
So we're gonna come over there because I know you're not gonna
Yes,
judge.
absolutely. No judgment for sure.
Period. Okay? So don't come find me. I'm going over there to sing. Don't come. No, I'm just kidding. Put it with a favorite. Let's all go over. Let's all sing. Nuggets, you've been such a blessing. Thank you so much for taking
Thank you
the
for
time to be
having
here. And
me.
I hope you have an amazing rest of your Sunday.
You too.
Thank you. Bye. You guys, I have my face mask on. I was gonna take it off and just kind of like hurry up with the other rest of the regimen, but honestly, I need to let this face mask sink in because I have not used it in a while. When you put these type of face masks on, make sure you have it on your face for at least 20 minutes or it doesn't work. And you don't want to waste money, even if it doesn't cost that much. You don't want to waste money. You don't want to waste products. Like it really makes a difference when you actually use the products the way they're supposed to be used. Again, I am not selling any of these products. I don't care if you don't buy them. In fact, don't buy them. So I have enough for myself. But If you are curious on where you can purchase them, I will be updating my Amazon storefront, and you can find all of these products there. So don't forget to hit me with a favorite and hit me. It's not an edible face mask. You will die if you eat it. So don't forget to hit me with a favorite and follow me on Instagram, add me on Amazon storefront, and I will be updating it. You can find all your wellness and holistic needs there. After I wash all of this mask off, I will be putting on um, some serums. I will share those serums with you now because I will not be able to show you as the time we have come to the end of my show. So I will be using Glow Eye Serum. It has vitamin C and ceramides. It is a brightening eye serum. So I'm super excited to try it. We'll see how my face reacts to it by next week. Then I will be adding a vitamin C and niacinamide, also eliminating serum by Yasul. It is a brightening serum. So again, these are all new serums that I will be that I am trying myself. Once I see how they react on my skin, I will be adding them to my storefront to make sure that, it's safe and it works for most skin types. Please, please, please do not go on my word. Make sure that you do some due diligence and you do some research, and you make sure that you know what is good for you and your skin type and your body and your self-care, and what doesn't work. Some things that work for me and my guests on the show may or may not work for you. So make sure that you do the research and you find out what makes you feel good. It is so important to take the time out once a week at the minimum to do the things that you love and to do the things that make you feel good, because life will get to lifing and you need to be able to figure out how to get out of that funk. Okay. So making sure that you take once a week to love on yourself and get a little bit of self-care is so important, especially as you get older and life becomes more difficult. If you would like to be a guest on my show, I would love to have you. Please hit me up. Hit up Emoji J, the best admin on this app, and also Jazzy Got Options. And we would love to have you to schedule you as a guest on the show. I will be attending Life Fest. So that weekend, which is the weekend of June 6th, I will not be having a show because I'm gonna be outside and I'm gonna be enjoying my self-care. Okay, so I will not be available the weekend of June 6th. I just wanted to let everybody know that now. Um, Take the time to love on yourself, because if you do not, who will do it for you? Okay, make sure to find out what it is, whether it's um, karaokeing, whether it's walking, whether it's saging, whether it's meditating, whether it's grounding. Doesn't matter what your self-care is. Make sure that you try to do it at least once a week and loving yourself. I appreciate each and every single one of you for coming every single week. I love that Self-Care Sundays has become like a household name. The name will be changing soon, but shout out to Self-Care Sundays becoming a household name. Shout out to everybody who talks about Self-Care Sundays, who comes to the show, who's gifted, who loves me, who favorites me, who favorites a guest. You guys make this show go. Emoji J makes this show go. I would have stopped the show a year ago if it wasn't as successful as it has been. So I appreciate you each and every I appreciate each and every single one of you for loving me and loving Self-Care Sundays, and hopefully learning. That's all I want from the show, is that you guys learn to love yourselves and, realize that you're doing a good job. Shout out to each and every one of you. I love you. Yes. Awesome. King Goober, thank you. Is what going to bleach you? This mask? No. The only thing that will tint your skin was the turmeric mask that I wore last week. And that's why I said be very careful when doing turmeric. Who is walking on water? Oh, have a great Sunday, guys. I'll see you next week.